Hey y'all, we're back. Welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and our last live stream got interrupted with some internet issues. Hopefully, we don't have those again. So, this will be a little bit of an unusual start because I already have some cards out. But we have somebody, our Knight of Cups, is a little bit upset. They feel like they have missed their opportunity to express their love to somebody because they have been a bit too secretive. They have perhaps been waiting too long to try to find that opportunity to confess their emotions. And this King of Cups, on the other hand, has found a great opportunity to confess their own feelings. I feel like this is somebody who's come back around after some healing, and they make this Knight of Cups really upset because they thought they had time to confess their love. And here this King of Cups swoops in and says, hey, you know what I really want? I want to spend my life with you. So it's like they beat the Knight of Cups to the punch and stole their love interest. Now, just because and then we had the Two of Wands in the reverse. So this is why I feel like somebody was unprepared or something didn't happen the way they wanted to, because they weren't really taking seriously the opportunity that they had to express their emotions to somebody that they consider to be like the one. We have Only You and Broken, because this is somebody who has felt like the perfect person for them, the person they had, kept feelings secret for, has broken their hearts and decided to go with a different love interest, somebody who does have an open heart and is able to express themselves more readily than this Knight of Cups. Hello, Bichitata. Hello, Peggy. Yes, fingers crossed. Let me know if it's still working or not working, I suppose. Hello, Laura. How are you doing? But that was a very long intro. Let's just call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Oh, okay. A little extra. And if you would like a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. Pretty easy to guess. Thank you to the live chat for letting me know when things get a little bit weird with the internet. Hello, Jess. How are you doing? Hello, Libra 1111. How are you doing today? All right. So we left off with the Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Two of Swords in the reverse. So just to make sure you didn't miss that part of the message, since the internet was acting a little frustrated, this Three of Cups is about a reunion. That's why I feel like this King of Cups is somebody that has already had a bit of a flirtation or maybe even a full-on relationship with the... all I really have to call you right now is a Divine Feminine. I'm a little hesitant to call you that because I don't want people to think this is only a female love interest. Remember, we all have feminine and masculine energy within us. But the King of Cups and the Knight of Cups are both interested in the same person. And the King of Cups is looking to reconcile or has recently reconciled with this person. And it makes this... The Knight of Cups is irritated with themselves. And there's really nothing worse than being mad at yourself, right? Because this communication from the King of Cups or this reconciliation has gone like 0 to 60 very quickly. So the Knight of Cups may have felt like they still had a chance to ask somebody out on a date, only to find out that the King of Cups is like posting online, oh, we're in a committed relationship now. Like, whoops. Wow, you really move quickly there, guy. The King of Wands is our King of Cups, and they have made quick work of this reconciliation. I know what I want. I've worked on myself. I want to be in a relationship with you. What do you think? Four of Pentacles in the reverse. They've been able to let go of something that had blocked them. The King of Cups made a choice in the last several weeks to maybe let go of a karmic lifestyle, block an ex, change maybe their best friend status. There's something here that they've let go of that was previously a block for them in this connection. This is the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. I know, right? Definitely a cliffhanger. Hello, Ground Zero. How are you doing? Hello, Johnny. How are we doing today? Hello, William. I hope you're having a good day. So we've got the Emperor, the Nine of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. I thought I was waiting for the right time to go after what it is that I want, but now I'm feeling like it's already over before it even began because somebody else like swooped in and stole my dance partner. Somebody got to my love interest before I could. So now we have somebody who is probably a little bit moody. We might even see the Knight of Cups in the reverse because they don't feel like there's anything they can do to still be able to make it known that they're in love with the same person. You have the Eight of Swords in the reverse, the Chariot in the reverse, and the Hanged Man in the reverse. See, the thing is, what has, I think, kind of elevated or given this King of Cups a little bit of extra, like, inertia or power is they've actually been able to demonstrate I was on the wrong path or I was feeling a bit lost. I didn't really know what I needed to work on, but I've freed myself from that. That Eight of Swords in the reverse at the beginning is a beautiful way to say, I knew what was stopping me. I knew what was getting in my way. And instead of being stuck, I had to acknowledge that I was the problem. I couldn't blame other people. I needed to change my perspective, my approach, or my ability to be receptive of love. And now that I've changed that, it's like this King of Cups is extra attractive to their love interest because they've shown I know how to take what you tell me is the issue and actually address it. I want to work with you to solve the problems between us instead of, just let them get worse. So there's quite a lot of credit that this King of Cups has earned because they have been able to let go of the things that made them feel like they couldn't trust, like they couldn't love. Five of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. For many of you, this Knight of Cups is going to approach their love interest, which is potentially our Queen of Cups here, and say, look, it's fine. I understand the King of Cups is interested in you and maybe they want to make things serious. But if they haven't made them exclusive yet, then you could see me at the same time. Six of Pentacles, giving to two people at the same time. How's about it? Five of Wands is competition. And Four of Cups is, how about no? They get rejected. Now, for some of you, this Knight of Cups was being still like honorable, right? Like, I know you haven't fully made your decision yet, so could I take you out and you could see if there's chemistry here? For others of you, this is a little bit more sinister and more so like, hey, I know that you've like decided you want to be in a relationship with this King of Cups, but do you want to like, can I still like flirt with you a little bit? Or like, do you want to see me sometime? And it's a resounding no. This Queen of Cups seems to be pretty interested in the King of Cups and uninterested in the Knight of Cups. Ten of Cups in the reverse, King of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like they made the situation even worse for themselves by saying, I still think you should pursue me even if you are looking at being in a committed relationship. Like, oh, well, hey, thanks for letting me know just how untrustworthy a person you are. Hello, Matt. Hello, Justin. Hello, John. How's it going? Hello, Drew. Huzzah. Yeah, I don't think this Knight of Cups is doing a very good job of trying to compete with somebody who has actually found a way to like create some balance in their life or deal with whatever had caused resistance to healthy relationships in their past. We've got Temperance and the Seven of Cups. I know that you've got options. That's why I felt like if I was going to come back around, says the King of Cups, that I was going to have to come correct. I was going to have to actually address the things that you cited as issues. I was going to have to actually be honest with myself about what needed to change. And I did. This person with temperance, they have created that stability. They have figured out that balance between divine feminine and divine masculine energy. So that makes them probably very attractive to this Queen of Cups. Oh, so you didn't know how to talk about your feelings 6 months ago, but now you do. Let me upgrade you. Hello, Pharaoh. How are you doing? We've got enchantment, captivated, romance, charm, dazzling, fairy tales, and surprise. So because this King of Cups has been able to make their choice and choose to actually pursue with an open heart this romance, what had previously been the problem, being split between head and heart, has now been addressed. There's been an ego death, a breakthrough, and this King of Cups is still the same person, but now they've addressed those things that were blocking this romance. Flow, breath, effortless, glide, easy, calm. It's like everybody around this King of Cups is like, how are you doing that? The way I'm seeing it in my mind, which is kind of silly, is like a bunch of people walking in like an outdoor mall area with regular shoes. And then somebody with those, God, you guys, I don't even know what they're called. You know those shoes where you have like the wheels on the bottom and you can just basically like skate around? Or even we could use the airport analogy, right? Everyone walking at a regular pace versus the people who get on the walkway. You know, damn it, you guys. I don't have my words yet. I haven't really. Did you hear that stomach growl? I haven't eaten yet. So the brain's like, I don't know, Carmen. Come back later. Everything's easier for this King of Cups because they have actually done the work. They have addressed what made it difficult for them to feel lovable or to love somebody. And it's kind of like they're untouchable as a result. This Queen of Cups doesn't really see anybody else. Yeah. The King of Cups has gone through a spiritual awakening. I referenced ego death earlier. So there's something different about their mood, their aura, the energy they bring to the table. And it's, we've got the dimensions card, and I'm very pulled to the otherworldly phrase. It's clear that this person has a different perspective and that it makes things more magical for them. If they were feeling lost, now they feel like they know where they belong. Polarity, contrast, resistance, pull, yin and yang, and magnetic. This is somebody who has found balance between the feminine and the masculine energy within themselves. And that's why they are moving like a boss, okay? Like nobody can stop this person. The King of Cups is like, I love you. Here's how I'm going to demonstrate it for you. Here's the things that I've done. And what would you like to do for dinner? Can I make you dinner? This person's just like everything they need to do. Like, props to you, my friend. All right. This is the Egyptian tarot. What else do we have? Yes, Heelys. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate you. I feel like you always know the things that I don't know. Can you be like, you know that show where Julia Louis-Dreyfus was the VP? I think it's just called Veep, right? I can't remember dude's name, but he's so funny. The dude that just followed her around and told her what everybody's names. Can you be that for me? Real talk. Oh, it's gonna happen again, you guys. Oh, my stomach. I promise I will eat after this. Did you hear it? All right, so we've got the Page of Pentacles and the Sun. King of Cups. This person's like unbeatable, okay? They're like, I've done like the training, like bring on the Rocky style montage. I'll run up some stairs for you. Like I've done it all. I'm ready for the race. I'm going to win this marathon. I'm going to like, you know, blow you away with how much I've changed and how ready I am to be in a relationship. And this Knight of Cups over here is like, wait, you've been training? Was I supposed to be doing that? Oops. I didn't know I was supposed to be working on myself. Hello, Planet Brad. How are you? All right, what else? Eight of Swords in the reverse again. Somebody has freed themselves from the mental perspectives that made it difficult for them to trust or to love. With the Page of Wands in the reverse, I do feel like there's some people here who don't expect this King of Cups to have made this turnaround. They may expect that if this King of Cups gets into a relationship, there's no way that that could be like a successful relationship, because they're still thinking about this King of Cups as who they were before. So Page of Wands in the reverse feels to me like misjudgment. I see who you are. I feel like you're still the same person, but I guess not. I guess you've actually been able to free yourself. And that's why we have somebody who is actually successful with regards to making this love offer. They're able to demonstrate, I've done the work that I needed to. And that's why this Knight of Cups is a little bit upset. This is the Edgar Allan Poe. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, I'm hungry. What else? We've got Seven of Wands and the Devil. And the Ten of Cups. I know what it is that I need to do in order to approach this love in a respectful way. So I'm going to do it, because what I want is this Ten of Cups. That's what clarified the King of Cups, right? The problem for this Knight of Cups is they have that same daydream, but they haven't backed it up with the same level of effort, right? There are probably still things that this Knight of Cups needs to do in order to be like emotionally ready for a healthy relationship. And why do I say that? They came out as the Knight of Cups. This is somebody who has unrealistic expectations or feels like things should just like fall in their lap. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Page of Cups in the reverse. It's like this Knight of Cups was hoping that they could start a relationship by passing a note to somebody in like 11th grade chemistry. Do you have a crush on me? Yes or no? Sorry, like it's immature versus mature. It's, you know, I don't really know what I want versus I know exactly what I want. So we have the Lovers. That's not a very difficult choice. If you are looking at two people that you are potentially going to date and one person knows exactly what they want and the other person has a vague idea, please tell me you know what choice to make. If you want me, you better know it and you better know exactly what you want, because otherwise it's still like bacon up here, you know? Probably need a little bit more time to figure that out. Hello, Key Controller. How's it going? So we have Temperance and the World in the reverse. I didn't want to miss this. I didn't want you to be the one that got away. So I had to deal with whatever was causing the inconsistencies or the strangeness in my ability to love. And if I could figure that out, then I think I could probably have a healthy relationship with you. And the Queen of Cups seems to be saying, yeah, actually, that sounds fabulous. Thank you for being willing to go through an ego death for me. So we have the Six of Wands in the reverse. Queen of Swords. Remember, the Queen of Swords clarified the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Wands is a loss, a failure. So I have a heart that has been broken. I probably should have spoken up sooner, but because I was a little bit too guarded or because I didn't really have a good plan, somebody else has stolen my love interest. Ace of Wands. So there's a second chance or a new beginning for this King of Cups. Six of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups says, it's in the reverse, says, I don't want to be, given to two people. I'm going to see how this King of Cups does. I'm not going to entertain the Knight of Cups at the same time. They don't want to complicate it. But I do feel like for now, we've got a Queen of Cups that's saying, I'm not going to rush into a relationship. I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket, but I'm also not interested in having a ton of things going on. I'm not interested in a roster. This is take your time. We'll be, getting to know each other. And if things don't work out with the King of Cups, then maybe at that point I would talk to the Knight of Cups. But I'm going to give my chance to this King of Cups first. All right, this is the Hidden Truth. What else do we have? Hello, Pernilla. How are you doing? Hello, Illuminati. Thank you, Stephen. What else do we have? We don't share the same values. I want you so badly, but I can't reach out. This is the Knight of Cups. I know there are things that would prevent us from feeling like this is a solid relationship, but I can't help it. I have a big old crush on you. I really want to get to know you better, but now I don't think I can actually commit or confess what I want because you're already looking at something with someone else. I didn't feel like I could reach out before, and I don't feel like I could reach out now. This Knight of Cups, I think, is getting a little bit of a lesson, which is to say, do your homework. Do the things that you need to do in order to be able to go for the things that you want. Because at some point, you might feel like you wish you'd done things when you first thought of them. I don't want to let you go. Will you ever make things right? Well, I feel like this is a conversation, like a text reply. The Knight of Cups doesn't want to let this person go. And either the universe or the Queen of Cups is like, yeah, but you still have all these issues. You still have all these things that have made it difficult for you to be able to express yourself or go after a relationship. Do your homework. Then you can go out and play in the street or play video games, whatever. This Knight of Cups was not willing to be organized about it, whereas the King of Cups was like, okay, here are the things that I need to work on. Let's get it started. So we have, I don't want to know. I feel like this is still the Knight of Cups. Basically, I don't think I really want to know if you've decided you want the King of Cups. I think I just need to accept that it's not going to be me. And it could be because there's a social event or maybe even a workplace where these two or three are all together. But I feel like the Knight of Cups can tell that there is a lot of chemistry and tension between the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. The Knight of Cups, though, is feeling like maybe someday. They're not living in the here and now. They're letting things get delayed because they don't take action today. They think about the action they might take tomorrow. So, all right, I'm going to leave it there. I know it's a little bit shorter than usual, but we've got 10 minutes on the other one too. Thank you everyone for following me over to the second part of the reading. I sure do appreciate your likes and your subscribes. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Toodles. Oh yeah.